This next bird is probably one of my favourites to work and fly, just because it flies so well. It's so buoyant, and it just gets up and soars and glides, and you can get away with murder with it. It doesn't usually, I don't like saying this, but it doesn't usually put a foot wrong. So here we go. What he is a black kite, which is very similar to like the red kites that are knocking around this area. We'll probably see the wild red kites come over when he's off, because they're quite territorial. Now, when people see these red kites, especially up like my way, and a few of my friends that have seen them, come up to me, I've seen one of them red kites, they're massive. They could take a Westie or a Labrador and kids and all sorts of huge big things. But when you see them up close, they're not much bigger than him. On a perch, they look quite small. And it's for a reason. In the air, they look huge, because they have what you call a lightly loaded wing, which means they've got a massive, huge wingspan compared to the size of the body, so they can just soar and glide for hours on end. But when they're up there, they're not looking for Westies. They're looking for like insects on the wing, maybe the odd dragonfly off a lake, small bird or something like that. Because Clifford here, he's called Clifford, he only has tiny little feet. So I want to try and show you how we'll catch these insects. What we don't want out of Clifford today is him landing in trees. You come back out of them, but it's just a bit of a bad habit that I don't like. So what I want to show you is that's not a red kite over there, no, we've got a crow. So I want to show you how we'll catch insects. Watch very closely. I want him to catch 3 bits of food. Here's the first one. Like that. Don't clap him yet, he needs to catch 3. So if you watch him when he's going about, he'll pass that food from his feet to his beak, and it's a bit of a skill he has to learn. Because if you're off catching insects, well done, if you're off catching insects, you don't want to catch one, land and eat it, go off catch another one, land and eat it, you waste too much energy. So you need to get a good meal when you're up there. Now this is the part where you don't look up with your mouths open in amazement. Last bit. Go on, give him a bit of a round of applause. Well done, Clifford. Now then, this is the hardest bit. I've got to get this thing landed back in the middle. Let's put this perch up here. Downwind flying is very uncontrolled. This is now downwind. This is when he crashes into you guys over there. Where have you landed down on that perch? A bit fast. Look at that, well done, mate. Can I turn you around? I know it's a bit of a big bit, he's struggling. Good lad. So, they won't just catch insects on the wing, they'll do all sorts. And these black kites are one of the most commonly found birds of prey in the world. Throughout Africa, India, Egypt, Europe, all over the place, pretty much apart from here. But all over the world, they've got a bit of a bad name for themselves, and they were in this country about 100 years ago. And when soldiers in London were walking about with like the mess tins or something like that, land, don't. They were walking about with like the mess tins and stuff like that in the streets. These black kites would come and hound and harass them for like the food. So I want to try and show you this. They've got a bit of a bad name for themselves doing it. I can't say it today because there's a few small children about, but it rhymes with right and ends in hawk. So work it out for yourself. So you're walking along like this, and they'll nick your Greg's pasty as quick as that. You imagine you're in the streets of India, and in India, about lunchtime the skies will turn black. In India, they won't have a Greg's pasty, will they? Maybe a samosa or something. Where's my kite gone? Watch very closely now, because this is where it gets a little bit interesting. They'll even know to take it out your fingertips like that. And they come very, very close. Like there, let's try and land him down. Don't you dare land in that tree, you'll be in so much trouble, mate. We need him to turn. He's quite enjoying himself today because there's so much breeze. Oh, you horrible creature! Oh, we're all right, we're all right. Good lad, well done. Come on, give him a bit of a round of applause, he's working well today. So, there's been known to snatch food off people's hands, off people's trays, quite bolshy, a bit like a seagull with big feet, a bit more aggressive. Now, you can go one step further. Do you like a bit of danger? My boss said, you what he's doing now, he's snatching out your fingertips and all that carry on. You need to show people how accurate he is with his feet. I said, all right, what do you want me to do? He says, get one of them pieces of chicken and put it in between your teeth. I said, no. He goes, do it or you're sacked. I was like, right, I quite like my job, so I'll give it a go. And I did it, and it worked all right the first time. He says, right, you have to do that in every show. I knew this had come. It's walloped me once, and it was in front of 400 school children in Manchester. It was the worst day of my life. But we're going to give it a go, so watch very closely. I'll take this expensive microphone off my head. I'll give it a go. Watch closely now. I ain't going no further than that.